Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to pop on and say, hoping the light's not shining in people's faces. If okay, just want to say that during the course of my life, obviously things have changed an awful lot in terms of what's going on in the world and people. But getting round to the subject that I'm posting about, which is loneliness in young people and teens, I speak to a lot of people in my business and as a driving instructor. It's sometimes more helpful in a driving instructor because we can have a more relaxed conversation about it. But there's almost no young person that doesn't know somebody that's having very sad or very deep thoughts, always suffering from depression, or is very lonely or anxiety. Um, Also, I go on social media quite a bit. I think I'm now addicted to TikTok, which perhaps I shouldn't admit, but I am. I look at all of social, well, not all of them, that's a lie. Obviously, I'm on Facebook. I do YouTube because I've always liked YouTube. TikTok I do find interesting and entertaining. Instagram, I go on bits. Don't do LinkedIn, but I don't do Snapchat because obviously that's possibly something I shouldn't be doing, and that's for very young people. I think I'm not too sure, but I see loads and loads of people, especially on TikTok, just basically having conversations live, filming everything that goes on, from the minute they get up to the minute they go to bed, eating, brushing their teeth, whatever. Um, and the conversations I have sometimes are really good and really interesting and really stimulating, but quite often they're the complete opposite. They get abused. Like I just popped on yesterday when I got home, whilst I'm having my coffee and things like that. I just popped on. I've seen this guy before. It's a sensible guy. He's got a nice future mapped out for him. He's very polite. He doesn't cause anybody any hassles. And he said it's a record. He says, "Oh, I've only been on for 2 minutes," he says, and they've already started to, I don't know what they call it, trolling or something, calling him bad, saying bad things. And it's very damaging and very hurtful to these people. And that's all they hear all day long. Why? I don't know. I mean, I go on, I only say, either say nothing at all and move on, or I just say positive stuff. If you've got any bad thoughts about those people, they shouldn't be watching them or interacting with them. They should be finding something to do in their own lives. But that and the fact that they're just having those mundane conversations all day long, it shows quite a lot of resilience because, they're battling through constant. It's like if I went to work, say I was doing my driving instructor job, and people kept continually saying negative things, then I'd be demoralised by the time I come home. And or if I went to work at Tesco's or wherever, and the managers wasn't happy or something, or the staff were complaining or moaning, I'd feel very demoralised. So if these young people are putting up with this day in and day out, basically, I suspect that they're earning money from the gifts that they get, which you can't blame them for. But what they have to go through is probably far worse than any work that everybody else from my age has had to go and do. You've had to get up, go down, catch the train, go to work, come home again, get on with life. But we met people, we socialised, and we made friends at work and that have come friends for life. But on this social media stuff, they're selling their soul basically, and this is what's sad. You can tell these people are desperately fed up, lonely, and they probably just striving a bloody good conversation with somebody, rather than how old are you, where do you come from, and then detrimental things about your brother, your sister, or your family, or the fact that you haven't got a mom, or the fact that you haven't got a dad. It just goes on. It's endless of just verbal abuse. So all I'm trying to do is put myself here to say that I'm quite used to talking to young people, obviously. So if anybody feels too low and too sad, I'd rather them reach out to somebody like me. Um, and although I don't come across probably brilliantly on this webcam technology stuff, I'm not saying we have to do it face to face, but if I can talk to somebody, like talk to another human being, even on the phone, I'm fine, because really all I do is have conversations with people and get, and that's all they really need. So hopefully you may, if you need this sort of thing, you may consider me. But thank you anyway. So I hope all this made a bit of sense, and I appreciate your time watching me. Take care. Bye bye.